Alright, we're in. We are in. Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a fabulous evening. Tonight is Josie night.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Eddy Gordo.
Gotta unlock Zafina on PC. She's Z. Alright. Should be able to scroll down. Anything crazy? What do I see Josie in when I see Josie?
Josie Resolve. Get ready for the next battle.
So this match in general is pretty, it's a pretty interesting matchup. I would say it is a little bit in Eddy's favor, but it's quite even. It's a little bit in Eddy's favor, but for the most part, it's pretty close because Eddy punishes her lows good, and she punishes his lows good. They punish each other very well. So I think in general, this matchup is alright. 1-2-2. Dead jails, minus 13. 1+2 totally misses. Forward 2-3. At any range, will hit. That's 1-2-2. 1-2-2. Forward 2-3 minus 13. All right. Next move. She has 1-2-3. 1-2-3 is minus 10. Unless they there, which they did. Okay, minus 10. Or you could back 12. Go back down by 1+2 it. What do you think is coming out? You could even step it. Either way. So step left. Step right. Down back 12. So if you think that's coming, you have a lot of options. Obviously, you know, or you could just block it and punish it minus 10. So do as you please. Now, in general, after 1-2, I like to always tap down forward against Josie. Because Josie has a lot of like, you know, really has a lot of like lows, or I think she has like, yeah. So I like to tap down forward. So if you always tap down forward, you're always going to get out of the low or the switch stance mix up. Therefore, you make them want to do this move. So you could work a mind game in. Work a mind game in a little bit with that. So that's what I think about that. And yes, sir. Then we got 1-4-3. That is launch punishable. If they miss, it's a punish. So they mess their punish up. Yeah. Just be quick because the window doesn't allow us very long. But you have all day to see that it's coming because there's 2 hits before that. Next move she has is 2-3. Same concept. Can't step this one. Well, you can. It's a little bit harder, but this could be stepped as well. Yeah, it's a little bit harder just because you only have one jab there, but in general you still can step that and it's still minus 10. So, step away, boys and girls. Capo Bone, what's up, man? Having a good day, man. Having a great day. They asked me to work tonight. They said, "Oh, girl called out sick. Could you work?" I said, "I can't. Can't work. I got a responsibility. I got Eddy Vs Cosmos." So, last move we'll do on this first 5 is 3-2, which is minus 12. We want to do forward 2-3. 1 plus 2 will work, but I'm sure certain ranges it will miss, right? So, 0-2-3 is the optimal punish here, even if the first one hits. Just make sure you don't get counter hitted by that. So that is that. Let's review. Forward 2, 3. Eddy vs Cosmos is life. Thanks. Huh? Oh. Oh, I tried to step it. Oh! It's very hard to step it. Very hard to step that. But it's possible. I'm gonna step it once. Hiya! Okay. That's that. Alright, so that's those 5. The next 5 is this move. You don't see this move too often, but if you do see it, it's minus 14. You might even be able to step in between as well. Yes. Yes. So, yes. So do that if you can. If you block it, minus 14. But step right, step left. I'm gonna write that down. Step, second, hit, left or right. And the same thing. Step, third hit on 1, 2, 3. Left, right. Or you could down back 1 plus 2 it. This one might be the same. I don't know if it's gonna work that way. Yeah, you're gonna get blasted if you do that. Probably do this. Yep. So if you want the easier option, go with the back 12. If you want a little bit more of the optimal, difficult option, you can sidestep right. Be careful at this angle. Sometimes that combo misses. I would recommend just doing 3 parts at this angle. I would risk, I'd risk losing 4 damage. Just because sometimes it gets really suspect at that angle. Really suspect. Okay. Next move. Forward 2-4. This is a double whammy. This is one of those double whammy moves. You could duck it, or can you not? You cannot, it jails, excuse me. But you can punish it. It's minus 13. 1+2 will probably always hit. Move seems to pull in. But forward 2-3 is optimal, so that's a natural combo now. So yeah. Should be able to duck it though. I don't know why they can't duck it. I don't know. Minus 12. Just punish it. Minus 13, excuse me. Then we got forward 4-3. This one, you cannot move, it jails. It's minus 10. So, punish, you could do, but punish it. Minus 10. Very interesting. Okay. Down forward 3-2. No, excuse me. Down forward 2. One of the better down forward 2s in the game. If you're crouch, it will launch you. It's mid. It's unsafe. It's minus 13. I used to have a hard time punishing this very well. Sometimes this move, they spaced it right. Wouldn't always hit. Feel like it would. Looking pretty damn consistent now, but I don't know if they buffed the pull in on it. Anyway, they nerfed the pull in. I would go forward 2-3. Minus 13, forward 2-3. Next move would be down forward 3-2. This used to be a weird move. I used to have like a weird time punishing it like that. It used to always happen. And now we should be golden. But if you block it, I never punished, I guess 1+2. Alright. Either way. Forward 2-3. Block the low, get hit by the low. Punish it. Forward 2-3. Minus 12. A lot of forward 2-3s in this game. Alright, let's review these 5. Thank you for the follow. Alright. No. Alright, these moves look pretty up. Everything but the down forward 2 actually looks good. Where's my down forward 2s at? Thank you. Oh, I tried to step. It's fun trying to step that move on random. Alright, I think I had the most fun doing those out of all of them. Here we go. Alright, next one is down forward 3+4, power crush knee. I think it was nerfed. It was minus 12, now it's minus 13. So, punish used to be 1+2. Still can punish 1+2 because there is some kind of delay here. So you don't want to miss that 3. You really have to wait. So if you look, you really should be pushing the button as her feet are hitting the ground. So that'll, it's even after that, but you start it when her feet hit the ground, and you should be alright. As soon as those feet touch, start it. Or even before, you could even do it just before those her feet touch the ground. You know, start hitting that forward chip. So. Alright, she also has down 3+4. A boot. Oh, I forgot that was punishable. Wow. Hit. Looks like it's not consistent even punish. Such pushback. So that's a tough one. Hit. That's gonna miss. Forward 2 seems to miss. I mean, unless I'm like right up on her, but out like at a normal range. That seems to hit. Even that seems to miss like at max range. So I think 4 might be our punish for this. Yeah, I would go with 4, honestly. If you're close enough, that'll work, and if you're really close, that will work, but I have to really run in. Even when I run in and block, it still misses sometimes. So if I run in and block, down forward 1-1 is definitely guaranteed. But from the outside, down forward 1-1 will miss as well. So if you want consistency, 4. Even from out of here, nothing's gonna hit. Maybe Fang's shoulder will hit out there. That's about it. So let's go with 4 for that move. It's kind of a shady move. Next move down back 2. Let's go body blow. What's the name of this move? Middle straight. -10. So if that hits on regular hit, it's knockdown, and that's crazy. Counter hit is a hard knockdown. I don't know what that would be called. Maybe a hard knockdown. Minus 10, nevertheless. And one other thing actually. Steppable is a question. Not really. Back 12 it. Maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with this move. I would just jab it. That's all I would do. Next one is I got here quarter circle back, jaw flipper. Let's see what jaw flipper is. Sway back. Excuse me. Sway back. There you go. Oh man. I have to fix that. But anyway, sway back 1, jaw clipper. Whoa. Buff. Safe. Safe. Looks like they made that move safe, so I don't even need to do anything but just take it out. Good to know. Quarter circle, sway back 2. Still punishable. Minus 13. I would go forward 2, 3 from out here. Can't slap, so looks like it might fail. Maybe not. But forward 2, 3. Safe option, minus 13. Got 1 frame to live. Alright, and just do those 4 because we only have, actually, before we do anything else, what is her new move? New move, forward 2, 3, 3. Ooh. Looks like it could be, yes, launch punishable. Alright, very good. Forward 2, 3, 3. Here we go. Let's add it to the book. Albay Ring. 2, 3, 3. We're gonna do a down forward 3 plus 4 punish, but I don't know how. Let's see if it's more than minus 15. Not minus 17. So, all right. So we'll go with minus 15 until we get the frame data update. Okay. There you go. So we'll add that to the mix. Randy. His matchup is horrible. I don't think it's that bad. Like, oh man, I'm all over the place. There we go. Man, that move. That was the jab. Minus 13. There you go. Alright, these moves are a little bit different. Too slow. When she says hit, it's minus 10. Hit is minus 10. That's good to know. Alright, there you go. That's something I could add to the, what is that? Down back 2. Hit. Audio. Hit. Her while standing 2-1 kills your lows. She could float you easily. I don't understand your view of Eddy. Which characters are the worst for Eddy? Just eager. Paul and Akuma. I would say it's pretty equal. I kill her lows as well. So, you know. And Eddy could beat a lot of her switch stance options. So just don't float yourself into relax and be smart with your lows. Because Eddy has lows that she doesn't beat, that while standing 2-1 don't hit. So you just gotta choose your lows properly. I don't think just because a character beats another character's moves, as long as they don't meet all of their moves, you can't just look at what happens on paper. You could just omit moves from your selection and then, you know, omit some moves from your move selection against certain characters, and then you'll be okay. Oh, that time I got it. Alright. Alright, I would say that's enough of those moves. Whoops. And what's next? What lows she doesn't she launch? Yo, Mariano Tekken, what's up, man? Okay, so she doesn't launch sidestep 4. And she doesn't launch this low if you do it from out here. If I do it right in her face, she'll launch it. But if I do it from downtown, she can't launch it. And yeah, sidestep 4. And she can't... I guess everybody can launch that low. So that doesn't count. Alright. She can't launch that low. So you got that. You got that. You got that. I'll say it's pretty good. Julia. I think Julia could be a tough match. But Eddy's got some tools that beat her. I was actually going to do Julia tonight. After this. I was going to take a short break after this one and then do Julia. So hopefully I could make that happen. Alright. Did she have any other new moves that I missed? No, that was just a 1. So yeah. All right, let's get back to this. 50 damage. Was this launch punishable, huh? I guess you could delay it. You could delay the last hit, but you can't delay the second hit. So she just does 2. Jab. Ten. But be careful, because you can slow down that third one. You know. Launch punishable. So that's the beauty of that. Minus 15 exactly. Launch it. We also have back 3 for old-fashioned Bruce move. Probably very rare to see that whole string come out. She also has that, so that she can mix up into a mid or a low. So she got the low, she got the fake low into the mid, and you just got the full-blown mid. So if they do the full-blown mid, it's also launch punishable. Pushes her to the side, so be careful. Here's another situation I wouldn't do the whole combo, or that's going to happen. That's a fucked up angle. So anytime you launch with Mirage at that angle, there's a great chance that will miss. So what you should do, if you block that, punish it, is just do 3 parts, and then that will hit like that. One more time at this angle, just do 3 parts after the launch, and that's that. Okay, what else? Back 4-3. So like I was saying before, other move they have cancel the low into the mid. Minus 10. Some serious pushback. You can step it right. So. And even if she does the other one, step it right. So step both options right. For that, you'd have to dash forward to get that. Probably your best bet. And then he does this. You're gonna get a step, you're gonna get it to her back, but just wait for it to come out. Well, yeah, it's minus 10, but you can't reach, so. So step third. Hit right, and I crossed out the 1-2. Too much push back. All right. So the next thing is we did that. Forward 4. If you want to punish up forward 4 with hand slaps, that's fine. Should always hit. That's what you're used to doing on hop kicks. Fine. Optimal punishment would be forward 2-3. So yeah, that's what we got to do. Forward 2-3. Then we have 4. Three moves left after this. Alright. Let's go over these 4. We got 3 more mids, and then we are done with our mids. Too slow on that punish. Oh. Go. Alright, beauty. Thank you for the follow. Sulfies. Yes. The hardest thing to do is to step that hit, right? Right there. But you don't want to get blasted by that last one. If she does she say hit on the... No, not on the third one. Alright, so that's those moves. Alright. Alright, and the final of forward 4, we said we're going to do forward 2-3, optimal, or 1+2 will always hit. Either one. Next move she has is up forward 3+4, her double knee. That's also -13. It advances towards you, so 1+2 will always hit when you block this move. Forward 2-3 does some more damage, but oh my god. Either one. I'm gonna go with the forward 2-3 just because I just want more damage. Yeah. But another again one of those moves where 1+2 will always hit. So alright. Next move is the infamous crouch dash 2. -14 on block. Goes under some highs sometimes. Maybe? Maybe not. Thought it did. Maybe not. Anyway, it's -14. Can't step it right if you needed to. But that's a dangerous feat. We can still do it. Minus 14. Block it, punish it, kill her. Make her pay. Sulfies, hi, how are you? Lee Fox, what's happening? Hope you're having a good night, everybody. You're wrong with the Paul matchup, and you're wrong with the Fang matchup. And Lucky? I don't know. I don't think. Lily? Lily is like one of the worst. One of Lily's worst matches is Eddie. Oh, Lily's not good. Eddie kills Lily. Alright, while standing 2-1. Could duck it again. Minus 13, she sways back. So that will hit every time. But punish with while standing 2. If you want to hit her right away, but I think she can't cancel out of that block in time. So while standing 1-3 works, even though you don't get the first hit. I am labbing every move in the game. Every move in the game. So yeah, don't punish it. You should just duck. Because they're probably not going to just... I mean, they could... Don't get me wrong. They might just do while standing 2-1. I like to go back. They might do while standing 2-1, but... So yeah, forward 2-3 would be your best option. If she goes back, the 3 will still hit. Or you could duck the second hit. Just duck. Second hit. Every time. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I don't want to do that one with her swaying back. Actually, yeah, do it swaying back. Screw it. Oops. Oops. Good. Here we go. Minus 14. Alright, we're good now. Now we're good. No. Looks good. Alright. And those are all of Josie's mids. All of Josie's mids. On to her lows, but she doesn't have a whole lot of lows actually. Maybe she just go right into switch stance. I don't know how to just go right into switch stance. Anyway, we're gonna do it from that. But anyway, her first low is switch stance 3. So this move used to be minus 13, but it got buffed. So it's minus 12 now. You can't launch it anymore. The counter hits, it's really good. You can neutral hop kick it if you know what's coming. But don't mess that up. Or you could do that too. That might work. That's really good against Josie. Up 1+2 is very, very good against Josie. So, that's cool, Mariana. What sacrifices have you made in order to be a pro Tekken player? That's a great question, actually. I make a lot of sacrifices. I actually don't live a normal life. I don't live a normal life at all. I'm sacrificing my financial future for this. So I don't really I'm in like credit card debt, and I literally work the minimal hours that I have to work to pay for my rent and support myself in order to make it to tournaments, and in order to practice. I have to take a lower paying job because of all the time that I have to take off to be present at events. I don't really have time for relationships. I have no time or energy to really invest in building a relationship with somebody and having a family, because unless I've already had that established, like to start that from the ground up when I'm like battling and practicing to be the greatest in the world is just like, it wouldn't be fair to her, and it wouldn't be fair to me, because I wouldn't even be able to like put into a relationship what I would want to do. So I sacrifice my future family, which I want to have one day. I sacrifice my financial future. I don't really go out. Like, I don't go out and get like drunk very, very often, or I don't go out and like even do other events. Like, I feel like it's unnecessary for me to go bowling and do this and do that, because I could be home practicing, doing what I have to do. So, I make huge sacrifices for this. It's because I love it, and it's because I know I'm only going to have the years that I have now to do this, and this won't be around forever. You know, maybe Tekken will be around forever, but me being a competitive player I might not always be able to do that. I guess I could, but I don't want to do it for my whole life. I just want to put everything into it now and make all the like current sacrifices in order to be the best now, and not like, you know, and then move on when this game is over. So like, I won't be competitive, or if I am competitive, I'm not going to be going to everything like I do now. So, oh man. Eris, thanks for the big host, buddy. We just welcome everybody to the Eddy Vs the Cosmos. Appreciate you, bro. Looking forward to seeing you at Globals. I hope you're in Thailand, Eris. That'll be super cool. So, I was just talking about, somebody asked me what sacrifices I make as a pro player, and I was just talking about all the things that I sacrifice in order to try and be the best in the world at this game. I was saying I'm sacrificing my financial future, I'm sacrificing my relationships, future of having a relationship, because I have to dedicate all my time and all my energy into doing this now. So, yeah, it's a lot, but I love what I do, so it's worth the sacrifice. And I know I can go out there and make money and work a normal job. So why go out and work a normal job when I have the gift? And I almost feel like I'm grandfathered into Tekken. I've been playing it since I'm 12. I went to my first tournament when I was 14. So like, why would I not try and do this when I have this opportunity now to do so? So yeah, I can go get a job at any time. I have a degree already, so I don't have to go back to college. So why, you know, I kind of like did my schooling, so now I want to do what I love, and it's worth like not going out to eat all the time, or, you know, it's worth not going out and partying, or because like the feeling you get when you win in a tournament, like when you have that moment where you beat Little Majin, or you beat Anakin, or you beat Bronson Tran, like those are moments that like a lot of people never get to experience in their life. So the rush for that, like some people like to go on roller coasters, some people like to go in fast cars, and some people like to basket weave and do stuff. Like I like the competitive rush, and I like the feeling of the pressure, and I like the feeling of like the intensity in that serious moment. So like all the things, those are like the deeper things that I get from competing and playing Tekken like this. And I think it's worth sacrificing like my financial future for now. I think it's worth sacrificing, you know, maybe meeting someone and falling in love and having children, because I could always do that. You know, I'm fortunate enough to be able to always do that because I'm a guy. So like, why not? You know, so that's really my big thing with sacrifice. I think it's worth it if you have, if I'm blessed to have the means to do that now. You know, I have my body, and I haven't met anybody, and it worked out for me. You know, I live in a country where I can travel and buy plane tickets, and I don't need a visa to go to many places, and you know, some people don't have that luxury and that opportunity. So I'm fortunate enough to do this, so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this until Tekken 7 is over, and then I'll hang up the PS1 pad and move on. So, but anyway, thanks everybody for the how do I make money. I work part-time at a gym, at a daycare, and I go to arcades and I play Flappy Bird, and I get good. I get to win a lot of tickets and sell iPads on eBay, and also I make money. If I see something that's cheap that I know I can sell on eBay, I'll buy it and flip it and do that. And yeah, I just work the minimum hours I have to work to pay rent and to feed myself, and then I just put all the rest of my time into Tekken and into traveling to tournaments and all that. There you gotta get that side hustle in, yo. Anyway, this was a perfect time to talk about all this, because we're just gonna get into these lows. So let's get back to the business here, and thanks everybody for following. Thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate Eris again, the host, if you're still there. And basically, guys, what I'm doing is I'm going through each character in the game. I started with Akuma about 16, 17 days ago, and I'm doing 1 to 2 characters per day, and I'm basically just I'm basically going over every mid, every low, and every high string that could either be blocked and punished or ducked. And I'm doing this in order to show everybody the capabilities and the proper punishment for Eddy, if you're looking to learn Eddy. And I'm also doing this for my own muscle memory to get ready for Thailand and going to globals. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing here, and I'm up to Josie, and I will be finishing with Zafina, A to Z, and I will have this done before Thailand, and there's 1 to 2 characters a day. So anything after J, if you're interested in learning that character, tune in. Check me out. Check out how Eddy wins. So anyway, minus 12. Like I was saying, you can jump over this move, but might as well do the up 1+2 in this situation if you think this move is coming. So yeah, it's like, why, if you're gonna duck, if you're gonna commit to this duck, why not just commit to that move? You know, let's get all that damage. So down forward 3 by itself, she has an extension from this, but if she just does the down forward 3, it's minus 13 at least. I don't know if it's minus 14, but Eddy launches it. The extension from this, down forward 3 too. So what I've seen Josie players do is they'll be like, you know, they'll do some stupid shit like that, like you think the mid's gonna come, and then you go to punish the low. So you get hit by 2 of them, and you go to block it and punish it, and you get counter hit. And I think with that knockdown, she gets like she gets her rage drive too. So you can get fucked up. So if you block it once, just punish it. You know, if they're trying to toy with you, if they're trying to do that, play that game. All right, next move she has is down forward. So this is a safe low for the most part, but you can punish it with duck jab. So punish it with duck jab if you happen to block it and you're in range. I mean, if you block it out here, I think, especially, so I can always punch right there, all the way out there, it'll miss. But like, yeah, duck jab that shit. And if you're Lei or if you're Lee, you could while standing 3. The other one is back 4, 3 down 4. The old Bruce Tekken tag string. This is also launch punishable. So you could also step it. Honestly, I think your best option is to step this right in order to avoid all mix-ups. So they do the mid. You can step it. You know, if they do the low, you can step it. Hopefully she'll do the low. There you go. So that's your best option. It beats the mid and the low, so you don't have to guess. But you know, if you do happen to block it, launch it. Minus 13. All right. It might even be more than that, actually. Pushback's too far, so I wouldn't know. Doesn't matter. Eddie's got while standing 1, so we don't need to worry about that. All right. Next move is the most infamous move that she has, that every Josie player uses. It's crouch dash 3, and Eddie beats this move hard. So it's really good to understand the range of this move and how it reaches. It's got a lot of range, and she has a crouch dash, so the sooner she does it from the crouch dash, the shorter range it's going to be. And the longer she crouch dashes and waits to do it, the longer range it's going to be. So if you know the capabilities of this move, you kind of have a better idea of when to duck. And I think this is a huge part of fighting this character, is ducking this one low. This is how they get their momentum, and it's how they, like, you know, create a dominance in the match. She also always makes the same scream, so it's like, use her voice to help you duck. And yeah, it's like very, very important. It's the most important move to block and punish that she has when playing Eddy vs Josie. Thanks a lot. Thank you, thank you. Her lows in general are pretty easy to punish. Like the saying, I think somebody was telling me earlier that this is a bad match, but Eddie punishes her lows really good. But likewise, she punishes Eddie's lows very well also. So that is most of her lows. She has only one other low. And the only other low she has is full crouch down forward. So you could while standing 2 punish that. It's minus 15. But she's standing, so I would recommend using while standing 1-3. Gives you 2 extra frames, and it does more damage than while standing 2. So I'm gonna write that. I didn't write anything there, so I wasn't sure. Let's do while standing 1-3 for that. So that concludes her lows. Now, the next section that I'm going to go over, the final section, will be the high strings. And now, I think another big part of fighting her, I said, was blocking this low. But another big part of fighting her is ducking after she does 1-2. There's a couple of moves that she has. Forward 2. So forward 2-4, it jails, so you can't duck. But forward 2-3 is her low. Is a mid low. And then 1-2-4 is a high. She has 1-2 down 4. The only move that will bust you up for ducking after 1-2 is 1-2-3, but that's not much. So, I say all this because here we go. So this is her first high strike. You duck after 1-2 and you don't have to worry about any switch stance mix up. So that's very important. She also has this, same idea. Stay down or just tap down forward and you can just low parry. So it doesn't matter what she does. Tap down forward. You could duck or low parry. And you don't have to worry about that last part if she does the low high. So tap down forward after that. Next one is 2-4. 2-4. You know, just another way for her to get into switch stance. It's kind of hard to duck. I mean, to duck right after someone does a 2, it's kind of like Paul's forward 2, but that's even. Paul has 2-3, so you can. I could see 2-3 against Paul, so I guess you could train your eye to see 2-4 with Josie. This is not a practical thing to duck, but and the timing is actually very strict. But it's there, so if your opponent is throwing it out over and over again and mixing you up with switch stance, know that you can duck it. Now this is another one, same idea, another variation, just without the punch. You can duck the high even if the low hits you. So that's good to know as well. The only other 3-3. Now 3-3 is probably the most commonly used duckable string by Josie players. And they like to do it when your back is to the wall. So that would be a good time to be ready to duck that. Sometimes they throw it out in open space, but I don't think that often. So yeah, so if you see the right punch, if you see the 1-2, tap down forward. I guess she couldn't block and switch things anyway. So those are her first 5. Alright. Next would be forward 2-3-4. Now this is another of I brought this up earlier. They use this, like Josie players use this in tournament. So it almost looks like the 2. It almost looks like the 2 down 4-4, but it's not. Cyber Monkey, thank you very much. I really appreciate the donation. Helping me pay for those plane tickets to Thailand. and a busted radiator in my Jeep, but thank you very much. I appreciate you. So that is forward 234. Subic Ring, in case you wanted to know the name of the move. Alright, next move is down forward 1-2. It's a tough move to duck. It's pretty quick. Just like, it's like a tiny little duck, little fuzzy duck. I say fuzzy duck because she has down forward 1-4-2. So this is another one that they use. I'm sorry, I was saying that these guys, the Josie players use forward 2-3-4. It's down forward 1-4-2 and down forward 1-2. So you always want a fuzzy duck after her down forward 1. She doesn't have a mid after down forward 1. It's just a high right there. So there you go. So that gives you both options. You're gonna low parry that low, or you're gonna duck the high. If you don't low parry the low, the last hit is high anyway. So if you don't low parry the low, just stay down and then duck the high. Your best option, just low parry. And then that gets you away from that low. And when she does this high, one day, you get her on the down. So it's the same exact timing, and I would recommend the down forward. Okay. Down 3-4 is another one that she loves to do. A lot of guys like to use this because it's an automatic way into switch stance, and a lot of people don't realize that you can duck on hit down 3. Very, very, very important. If you happen to block it, just stay down. Because if you try to punish it right away, you will get counter hit by the 4. So let it go over you. But like I said, if it hits low, just duck. Okay. And the other is back 1-2 for 4. This move is safe and high. So if the second one hits, the rest is all guaranteed. I'm sorry if the third one hits, I guess. Yeah, third hits, fourth is guaranteed. Now she just does back 1, 2, 4. Let's see how much that is on top. Minus 10. Minus 10. Alright, so if she just does 3 parts, it's minus 10, but if she does decide to finish the string, duck it and launch. One more time. Alright, so let's go over these last final let's go over these final high strings. Okay. Ow. Yeah, that down forward 1-2 is super quick. The fuzzy down forwards will get you out of a lot of trouble in this match. A lot of trouble. Man, I'm ready for these Josies. only one more high string that she has. And that is crouch at 1-3. I feel like I never see anybody use it. Is it natural? It is natural. That's interesting. It's a high, so it's kind of a weird move. What happens if the second hits counter hit? Nothing. First hits counter hit? Okay. I don't know. Anyway, if it comes around, duck it. She just does crouch dash 1. I don't know what that is. It's safe, so don't try to jab it. Just tap down back and hope the high comes out. If it does, we're in good shape. People also love to fuzzy Eddy. The only fuzzy anti-Eddy fuzzy would be like there. But even there, it could be risky because you can do it right away or you can delay it. So it's kind of like ain't so bad. So that concludes actually Josie. That is all the Josie anti-Josie moves that I have right now. So we went over the mids, we went over the lows, and we went over the high strings. I'm just going to reiterate the most important part in this matchup is blocking this move. It's not the kind of move that they like to use when they're right in your face. So that move tends to come out around this range to around this range. When you're all up in, when they're all up in your face, they're not gonna probably use that. They're gonna try and counter hit you. She's got like a great magic 4. Josie's got a lot of counter hit tools. So when she's up close, that's I think the Josie game plan, you know. But yeah. I notice they fuzzy when I relax and I try to 50-50. Yeah, you could fuzzy, you could try and fuzzy the 50-50, but it's still 50-50. So. But yeah. That's, like I said, that's the #1 important part of this matchup. Another thing is be wary of down forward 2. It's a very good move. If you block it, try and punish it with forward 2-3. Another thing is Josie players like to do is they like to throw out this low because it's very safe. But if they do that, don't be afraid to use up 1+2 against them. Another thing they like to do is like come in with the mix-up, you know. So they like to just come in and mix you up, right? Mid, low, right? But what you could do, if they come in, they can come into your jump. And if you mistime it, if you're in the air, the hitbox is huge. Sometimes you could jump over the low. Super good strategy if they commit to a crouch dash mix up. Because both are high options. She's not that both are high. She's standing up, so the up 1+2 will hit because it's not gonna. Up 1+2 is a high. So anything that's low, and they're not standing up. Very important. I think it's a good one. Blaze, what's up, man? Flappy bed iPads. So yeah, so that is that is my Josie info. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, any other strats that I have. Not duck after 1-2, duck after down forward 1, block and punish properly her crouch dash 3, and if you have the time on a crouch dash mix up, stop it with up 1+2. Use that move. She's harassing you with this. What is this? Yeah. She's harassing you with down fours. It's like slap her in the face, jump on it. You know. Yeah, 1+2 and 4 is okay, but if you catch him with an up 1+2, that's gonna do some big boy damage. That's gonna really hurt. So. Now she's annoying. I haven't played a new Season 3 Josie yet, so it'll be interesting to see how that all works out. It'll be very, very interesting. So yes, I do plan on going back on tonight. I will be making another video in about, it's 8, at probably 10 o'clock. I'm going to put this video up on YouTube, and if there are any questions now would be the time when it comes to fighting Josie with Eddy. Otherwise, check out my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, and I will have every video up there for every character. And if you have any questions, you can just comment in the section below, and I will answer anything that I've missed or any questions that you have. So, that's pretty much the story with Josie versus Eddy. Not a bad match. Important to duck and important to punish her low. It's also very important when playing her. I would stay away from this low. I would stay away from that low. She could punish your lows just as good as you could punish her lows. So I would really be selective in the lows that you use. I would stick to more side step 4. I would stick to more like full crouch down 4 from range like 2 or beyond. I would stick to relax 1-3, or just relax 1. Be very careful with the lows you use, because you just try to open her up with one low like that, and you're in the air, and then half your life is gone. So be careful, guys, and want to thank everybody for the follow, for all the follows you guys did. Cyber Monkey, thank you, Cyber Monkey, for the generous donation. Really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you, and like I said, I'm gonna be back in about 2 hours. I gotta write down all the moves for Julia in my book, and I need to upload this video, and then I'll be back from like 10 to 11 with Anti-Julia. I got some interesting ideas against her. I think Eddy actually does better than people assume in that matchup. It seems like it can be a bad match. She floats Eddy well, and her elbow is very useful, but there's ways around her, and Eddy beats a lot of her stuff too. So if you guys want to tune in, I'll be on in a couple of hours. If not, like I said, please check out my YouTube channel. SperoGin, one word. You will find all your Eddy information, Eddy education. So, thank you very much. Everybody have a great night. I'm going to host my man, Rixta. So, if you guys don't know Rixta, check out Rixta. One of the best Akumas in America. Super nice guy. Guy's been playing Tekken forever. Everybody enjoy Rixta's stream. Thank you all for watching. Much love to Eris, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. Love you all.